And in this clip, you'll see this gentleman talking about you have to have a long-term perspective in the crypto space. If you don't, you're gonna get wrecked. Hold on for dear life, but have a long-term vision. Check out the clip.
If you're just here to get rich quick and you have no mental investment and you can't control your emotions and you have no discipline, you're going to get wrecked. But if you've got if you've got a long time horizon and your time preference has changed because you understand the nature of the soundest, hardest money that the world has ever seen. I mean, in 18 months, it's going to have a lower inflation rate than gold.
What's happening, crypto crew? Sean's coming back at you in another cryptocurrency video. Getting straight into it, what we're looking at today, we're looking at the Bitcoin price chart, and we can see Bitcoin at the current time it's recording is coming in at 27.2K. And what do we see? What do we anticipate? This is Bitcoin on the weekly chart. And the weekly chart seems that we have bottomed out. We've just been putting in lower lows and lower highs. And right now, it seems that the 20 and 200 are doing something a little bit, maybe concerning, but, zooming into the price action, we can see that when the 20 crosses over the 200, this is extremely bullish. But right now, the 20 and the 200 are kissing. This is a bearish indication. You see, when we fell through this, we came back up and actually retested the 20. Now, the big thing we have to pay attention to is this upwards support. This could be flipped to resistance, this current level. Right now, this 20 is kissing back on the 200. This is a bearish indication. So could we see lower price action? Or are we going to see just a kiss and a bump and run and the price action continue? We'll take a look at a fractal pattern that's playing out that is eerily the same as previous cycles before this video is out, so make sure you watch to the end. In the meantime, looking at the dollar, what do we see? What do we anticipate? You see the dollar since back in 2017 has been in this fractal pattern. And look what happened. The dollar actually broke out of this and kissed this upwards resistance level and then came back down and flipped this resistance right here to support. And it's bounced off the support once, twice, had a fake out, then a bounce. And right now, we could see the dollar try to push up higher. The next time the dollar could see some resistance could be all the way back up this 118 level. Now remember, this is the 118 to maybe 120 level. Remember, this is inversely correlated to Bitcoin. So if the dollar goes up, Bitcoin is going to go down. Now, we haven't quite seen the dollar being extremely oversold near this 30 level. We've came up, topped out, putting in lower lows and lower highs, so the trend did change, but will we see this coming to the floor? This will come down to this macro support level, maybe lower, but this will be an ultimate rally for Bitcoin and crypto. Keep this in mind, but the dollar stair steps its way back up before coming back down. Then we could see this drop into 2024, 2025, right after the Bitcoin halving, and see that ultimate bull run that everybody's been waiting for. Another update from Titans of Crypto, what he's looking at right here. 214 days is sort of the sweet spot. 7 bars from the halving. 7 bars from the halving. What do we see in the price action? Sometimes we just see a channel, sideways trading, basically going up and then sort of sideways trading going into the halving. Right here in 2012, now mind you, there wasn't a lot of people in Bitcoin and crypto back then. It was just upwards buying pressure. There was just upwards buying pressure. So what are we going to see for the next 213 days? Can we see something that stair steps its way up towards the previous all-time high and then taking off after the halving? Most likely after the halving is going to get parabolic, but right now we could just be in a channel for the next 213 days. An accumulation zone. We'll look at this a little bit later, but El Crypto Prof is showing you one thing. We are on the cusp of a major breakout. As you see here, this is just a cup and handle pattern that blasts off every time. Cup and handle, blast off. Right now, the cup and handle, we haven't broke above this support, this resistance level. And once we break above this, we'll have that run up. How high will we go? To this previous retest from the previous high. That's where the run up goes to. The previous retest from the previous high, that's where the run up goes to. And the previous retest for the run up high, That's where this rally should go to before we cool off going to the halving to have that cup and handle pattern formation blast off to the upside. Another update from El Crypto Prof. What he's showing here is similar price action and the SMA 20 line. Every time it blasts above this, has that retest, the rally's ready. Every time blasts above this, retest, rally's running, blast above, pandemic crash, run up. We haven't seen that blast up yet. Could we be on the cusp of seeing that in the upcoming months? I want to show you this clip here, and I'll show you this fractal pattern. This is from Stock Money Lizard, so shout out to him. Now, if you see this fractal pattern, this is 2014 to 16 to 2020 to 2023, and as you see, the cycle peak, you got the low high liquidity support. Everything's repeating. Then you have this bump and run that's here. You got this fall retest. Then you have this accumulation zone, which has been accumulating for some time. We have the retest, the pre-halving breakout, retest, then the blast off. Let's pause this, and as you see, we're right here in this retest phase. Once we get back above this fractal pattern, it's going to be once again off to the races. We could have that rally up to this pre-halving breakout and then cool off going into the halving, and then have that bump and run to see new all-time highs after the halving. It's very, very eerie how 2014 to 2016 looks almost the same as 2020 to 2023, where we presently are. The numbers just are getting bigger. Rinse, repeat. Bitcoin's on 4-year cycles. Keep this in mind. And then the last thing here, the U.S. national debt reaches an all-time high of $33 trillion. So looking at this, the U.S. national debt, new highs are being broken. The money printer is still going burr, and this just continues to go up. So what is this doing? This is debasing your U.S. dollars. So what's the best hedge? You can buy real estate, you can buy gold, but what's the fastest horse in the race? It's going to be Bitcoin. So is the dollar going to get stronger before it falls off a cliff? All you know is that this is going to continue to happen. And the next time the money printers really get turned on, which next year, 2024, is a presidential election year, they don't want the economy to be depressed. They're probably going to start printing in the election year just so the current administration has their best chance to stay in office. So keep this in mind. And with that, I'm Sean with the Bitcoin Bros. You guys like this content, go ahead and smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and show us some love. We appreciate the support. With that, that's all I have for you today, and I'm out.